school is working under the Competent Communicator Project number 2. The objective of her speech is to select appropriate outline which allows listeners to easily follow and understand your speech, make your speech clear with supporting material directly contributing to that message, use appropriate transitions when moving from one idea to another, create a strong opening and conclusion. The delivery time is 5 to 7 minutes, and the title of her speech is Networking, Myths and Realities.
Good afternoon, and thank you, Madam Toastmaster. Fellow Toastmasters, today I'm going to talk to you about myths about networking and the reality. By a show of hands, how many of you have your own myths about networking? How many of you believe in networking? Great. Well, we all condone networking in some aspect, be it Facebook, T-Space, Twitter, or social networking. Actually, what we're doing here is a form of networking. Whether you do it consciously or unconsciously, we all network. Well, today, I want to share with you some myths about networking. And then I want to give you some realities to those myths. And the first one is, networking means you're looking to use people to achieve selfish goals or for opportunities to ask others for help. The reality is, networking can be defined as one's effort to create a new group. And of course, this can be done honestly. It doesn't have to be done selfishly. We take people as far as they will go. As far as we can take them so that we can be a help to them, not just for them to be a help to us. Myth number 2. You have to be a born networker or natural at it. The reality, the skills needed to be an effective networker can be learned by anyone. Remember that relationships, they take time. They don't happen overnight. You have to be patient with folks. And generally, if you all think about it, we don't all like Johnny-come-latelys coming up to us asking us for help as soon as they meet us. So we have to remember that it takes time to build relationships. Myth number 3. You must have above average charisma to be a good networker. The other matter is, you merely need to be thoughtful, sincere, and genuinely helpful. To be successful, you have to relate to people, and people have to relate to you. Your personalities, they have to blend, and when you are helpful to others, usually you can start a new network with that person. Let's take a look at myth number 4. Have you heard any of your myths about networking so far? Okay, well then hold up, I'll get to it. Myth number 4. You have to be a good talker or brown noser. How many of you are brown nosers? I know you're not going to tell me. Or you have to be overly chatty. The truth is, it's almost the exact opposite. The mark of a good conversationalist is not that you talk a lot, it's that you listen a lot. You have to listen. You can make more friends in 2 months by being sincere than you can in 2 years when you're trying to push yourself on someone. Myth number 5. networking is about selling yourself to people. No, networking is about building relationships and making connections. This is probably the biggest misnomer about networking. Networking is about getting to know people, finding out what they do, and how you can help them to achieve what they do. You can share your knowledge. How many of you ever thought about sharing your knowledge with someone that you've just met instead of, what do you do? How can you help me? No, that's not networking. Usually when you act that way, you're not going to get a positive response from that person because they're going to categorize you as that, oh my God, that Johnny come lately. And they may have these same myths that we're discussing today. Okay, let's take a look at myth number 6. Networking means meeting as many people as you can. But it's not. Networking gives you a chance to meet new people, but remember, quality trumps quantity every time. It's not about the number of people you meet. It's the quantity, but the quality of people that you meet. Myth number 7. Networking is hard work. Well, if networking is hard work for you, that means you're working too hard. Because networking should be natural. It's not something that, it's not something that you have to put a whole lot of energy in it. It's a natural progression. Myth number 8. Networking is phony. How many of you believe networking is phony? Okay, let me give you an example. Do you think this is phony? The reality. You go to your sister's house for a party. You meet her husband's dad. How are you, sir? I'm Anetria Pollard.
Nice to meet you, Anetria. I'm Kevin.
Oh, nice to meet you, Mr. Kevin. Your son and daughter your daughter and son-in-law and I are very good friends.
Oh, that's nice to meet you.
And we just started a conversation. Is that phony? No, that's not phony. So it shouldn't be hard work. It should be a natural progression. Myth number 9. Networking is only for entrepreneurs. If you believe networking is just for entrepreneurs, why do you have Facebook accounts? Why are you on T-Space? It's not. In conclusion, networking is just for anyone who embraces it. Thank you.